video. I am so beyond excited to share this with you guys.
I'm excited to share with myself.
I have been upstairs in my room since I finished the room, so I am just so thrilled. It looks so good. And the before footage that I was looking at last night as I was preparing the outline of the talking points of this video is so cringy. Like, my room was so ugly. How in the world was I not bothered by that? Which I think I was. My mental health was poor. I didn't feel very cozy in my room. I basically just used it to sleep every night. Then I would come downstairs and spend my entire time in my apartment in my living room. But then I was like, Heaven, you're paying rent for both floors. You need to utilize both floors. You need to make it cozy. It is your home. So full disclosure, it did cost a lot of money because it was a full, complete makeover. Like, not a single item is still in the room that was there a year ago. Everything has been replaced. I had to buy a lot of things, and I'm gonna share the cost of every single item that I purchased. And a lot of it came from Amazon, so if you're an anti-Amazon person, you're gonna hate me throughout this whole video because Amazon's just cheap and convenient, so I use Amazon a lot. I'm not very happy about it, but it is what it is. And this makeover literally took 12 months to do. Like, that's not an exaggeration. So I have footage from an entire year. It does not really go together in sync. It's all over the place, so I apologize for that. And if you're new here, my name's Heaven. I'm an accountant, CPA, full-time. I live in Knoxville, Tennessee, so this is not your New York City, LA, downtown Dallas, Texas video. This is very like suburbs of average American 9-to-5 type of apartment room makeover video, just to give you guys some perspective on cost wise or even just space wise. I'm 26 years old. I've now been out of college for 4 years, and I was still living in a bedroom from a collection of dorm furniture and dorm things that are just not cute. You know, I'm past that stage of life. It was time to actually get an adult bedroom that I feel cozy in, that I'm proud of, that I don't mind people seeing. I literally would never bring anybody upstairs because it was so ugly. And my downstairs I'm really happy with, but upstairs was another story. So all that being said, I'm very excited to show you guys this room makeover. I am so thrilled. And let's go ahead and get started with the before footage. So you come upstairs. It's a very, very large room, and I want to take advantage of that. Right now it's a hot mess, and basically I rearranged it recently to make this big open area to move my mattress when I went through this 3-week phase during quarantine that I was going to learn a front flip. I mastered it on the mattress, but decided I didn't want to be paralyzed from the neck down. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I quit that phase.
So basically this vanity was here, that nightstand was here, and it looked a little better. It's a mess, you guys. So this vanity my parents handmade for me when I was 13, turned into being a teenager. They literally had the scrap wood, painted it, completely made it from scratch. I am now 25 years old. That vanity has been in multiple apartments of mine. It's gotta go. I don't need any of these bears. They're gonna go. This map is kind of cool because I've put a peg in every place that I've been in the US. However, that's kind of like dorm decor stuff, and I think it's time for it to go. As well as this thing was $5 at Hobby Lobby. I just wanted a print for the wall. I think it's gonna go. Another quilt would be nice. This dresser is really good quality. I really like it a lot. I'll probably keep it. This is just a random storage from dorm life. It can go. TV's great. It can stay. Teddy bear can go. This bookshelf I actually broke when I was trying to move it to make room for my flipping adventures. This chair, 20 years old, it can go. Nightstand I plan on keeping. Random hat, random stuff needs to go. There's a lot of sentimental things on this bookshelf. A lot of it can go, but a lot of it will probably stay. And these two paintings I painted with Painting with a Twist. I really like them. I don't really know how I'm gonna keep them in the room and have it all tie together. The lighting is not working with me on this. I need some curtains to put there. I would like some artwork behind my bed once I decide where my bed's actually gonna stay. So the things I want to keep are, the bed itself is fine. The mattress and box spring. I don't want a headboard. I think they're kind of ridiculous, but I want to keep the bed. I want to keep the nightstand itself. Nope. Probably that bookshelf. Nope. And this dresser. And nope. Everything else can go. So yeah, when I say complete room makeover, I literally mean a complete room makeover. Everything had to go. My goal is for this to be very budget friendly, but also not super cheap like I usually prefer. I usually like to get everything secondhand, but I want to make this a really good investment, a really pretty room that I want to stay in. And because of coronavirus, my Israel trip got canceled, so I got a couple $1,000s back for that. And I was gonna make a giant student loan payment with that money, but I decided not to be super responsible and live a little, and I'm gonna spend a little bit of money on this room. I think we can all agree that it's okay and it's desperately needed. So yeah, this is my bedroom. Let's go ahead and get started. As I was starting the makeover journey, I donated a lot of things to Goodwill and Carm. I also sold some things off of Facebook Marketplace, but this pile was just junk that needed to go to the dumpster. For whatever reason, the first item I bought was a snake plant.
Isn't he a cutie?
After several months of trying to put together a vision, some theme ideas, or what I even wanted my room to look like, I finally bought my first furniture piece. I decided for the furniture I wanted to go with a dark wood with black metal accents. Fun fact, building furniture is one of my least favorite things in the entire world to do. I do not get any enjoyment out of it whatsoever, but I'm always proud of myself when it's built. And I got this big, large, sturdy bookshelf from Big Lots for $90. Also, at some point during this time, my parents were getting rid of the bed frame in my old bedroom, and it happened to be a black metal frame, which is exactly the theme that I'm going with. So they gave it to me for free, which was so kind, and Dad helped me put it together. Then I went to Target and got some yellow bedding. I really liked this double-sided quilt, and I got some pillows to go along with it, which cost a total of $120. So if you've seen my living room in any YouTube video anywhere on my channel, then you know that I love the indirect lighting in a room. It really gives off a cozy feeling. I'm a big fan of Christmas lights. They can look a little tacky, but I love the glow that they give. And the way that I'm attaching these around my room are with little mini command hooks, which don't leave any holes in the wall. They have just sticky padding. And where two strands came together and were just kind of this blob of wire with no lights, I used some twist ties to kind of bundle them up together to make them look a little better. These two strands of lights and all the hooks that they required were a total of about $30. I decided to ditch the giant oversized side table as my nightstand and actually get a real nightstand with a drawer to hide all the junk. And then ordered a normal size nightstand off Amazon with the same beautiful color scheme that I'm loving for this room. And this nightstand was only $60, which I feel like was a steal. And this lamp on top is from the at-home store. I got it on a whim for $30. It is so cool, but it is very large. I decided to ditch the chest of drawers that was in my room. It's actually my parents', so I just gave it back to them. And they were patient enough to help me build my new dresser that I ordered because I have absolutely no skills whatsoever in building furniture. I hate it so much, as I've mentioned. I also think it's hilarious that we're all wearing the same color shirt. That was unplanned. So I got this new dresser off Ashley Home Store's website for $220, and it's a really good size and it's built really well. I really like it. I decided to throw out that big, tall, janky looking gray bookshelf and get something a little more modern that matches the theme of my room. So I found this bookshelf on Amazon for $70. So fast forward several months, life got busy, I got distracted, I had a million other things to do. My Africa trip is finally actually gonna happen. I leave in 2 weeks, by the way, super pumped. And I decided in April 2021 that I'm gonna finish this room makeover. I'm tired of the unfinished project. It's like this never-ending thing. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get this video up before I leave for Africa. That was my goal. So I basically went into overdrive for the month of April and just finished everything up. I was determined and it looks so good. So I started with hanging the artwork behind my bed. I didn't really know how I was going to be able to do this and have them equally separated from each other and level, but my method was to take some masking tape that doesn't stick to the wall and stretch it across the length of where the frames are going to be hung, and then use a handy dandy level and make sure that the tape is level before I actually nail the holes in the wall. The art pieces actually have not come in yet at the time of this video, so just ignore the fact there's no actual art in the frames. And as far as keeping them equally socially distant from each other, I attempted to use a measuring tape, but it was a really odd number. I don't know how people use measuring tapes by themselves. It's definitely a two-person operation. So I gave up on the measuring tape and just decided to eyeball it. The art pieces for this that you'll see later in the video were $14 total. They all came together. And then the frames also all came together and they were $40. So these next few clips are really embarrassing. I'm not happy about them, but I needed to hang a curtain rod and I've never used a power drill, nor do I have a power drill. So I decided we're gonna use a screwdriver to get this curtain rod on the wall. Dang it. Oh no, please work. Oh. It just shattered everywhere. Well, that didn't work. Literally have a bracket hanging from my wall with a giant crater of a hole. This is the current situation. That hole is huge, fingernail to scale. Maybe run to the store and get a power drill. So that was a fail, as we all expected. So I ran to the hardware store and I bought the cheapest power drill they had. It was about $50. Didn't know you also had to buy drill bits, so I had to go back for that, another $15. But this is a lifelong drill that I'll probably keep for a long time and maybe never use again. But it's time I learn how to use one. So these clips are so embarrassing, but it was time I learned how to use a power drill and get my own curtain rod on the wall without any help. Look how little. I feel like I could actually handle this one. This one's small. This is complicated. Oh, okay. After literally 3 YouTube videos and a FaceTime with Dad, I got myself all set up. It was kind of a long story. Maybe I'll explain it later, but there's not time in this video. So I'm ready to go. Wish me luck. I don't know, fam. I don't know. I need help.
I got this. We don't need help.
Okay, I don't know if I did it good. The top one's in there, which is kind of the more difficult one. All right, why is there drywall coming out of the wall? Half of my wall's in the floor.
It's turning right, righty, tighty, loosey.
Go! Oh my God. It's a little loose, but it's all right. I'm gonna call it good. On to the next one. Wow, that actually went on pretty easily. All right, we'll be good with just one. So we don't need no, oh my God. So I got this curtain rod off Amazon for $40 and the curtains itself were very sheer, very thin. They were $25. It looks so good. Curtains! All right, the last thing that I almost totally forgot about was my plant hanger. It's like a macrame, I got it off Amazon, and I just bought some plants at the hardware store when I was buying that power drill. To be honest, I have absolutely no idea what type of plants these are. They didn't even come with the little tag thing that tells you how much water and sun they need, so they probably won't last long, but they were each $15. Next is this really cool mid-century art piece that I really liked from the same artist as the art above my bed that you still haven't seen yet. But also bought this really cool wooden poster hanger. It's magnetic and it's super simple and looks really neat. The art was $13 and the hanger was $10. Now we have round 2 with the power drill. This thing is so heavy. It's a very unique screw, as it doesn't have a flat head at all. It's just a straight screw because I need to screw this little knob on the end of it. So this is gonna be very challenging. Luckily, you guys can't really tell, but there's already 2 holes in the wall that were 2 fails. So this was a fail. This was a hole, that was a fail. And this hole, I don't know. Like if that's all one giant hole, it's just gonna fall through. Bad news, you guys, it's wobbly. It appears durable though. Like I don't know if I can trust it. I got this super cute, heavy duty, durable mirror off Amazon for $50. Power drill skill set number 3. I bought some floating shelves. I'm just gonna put them randomly throughout the room. So it looks like you just stick in this hole. Then they hang by the wall like that. Pretty nifty if you ask me. So in order to make sure that these floating shelves were level, then they needed both sides to obviously be level. So I used the same tape method that I used to hang the artwork above my bed. And it was definitely not perfect, but I think it worked decently okay. I think it's a little crooked, but I think it'll be okay. This shelving set came with 3 different length shelves, and altogether it was $18 off Amazon. All right, you guys, we're done with the room makeover. So before I show you the after of the whole entire room and what it all looks like coming together, let's remind ourselves what the before footage looked like. Seeing this transformation literally blows my mind, and the fact that I was living in this room for over 2 years and didn't even think about trying to make it like a homey space. I am so glad I did this makeover. This is just crazy to look at all this stuff. And this was me only a year ago. That's wild. Let's see the new room. Just the vibe alone is so magical. It just looks so cozy. I love the Christmas lights. That really was a good touch that I'm glad that I went with. I originally thought it was gonna be a little too tacky, but I personally really like it. I'll probably still exchange out some things on this bookshelf, but I like how large this shelf is, and they're really tall, so you can put a lot of things on it. This is a mister for my plants to keep the leaves wet. That's a fan from Vietnam that my friend Lonnie got me. She also got me handmade chopsticks. My friend Laura got me this little ring plate from Jerusalem. So I've got some things on this shelf that I really like, but some things are just thrown on there and it's pretty random. I love this mirror so much. I cannot believe how well it is built. It is so extremely heavy, so I hope that it actually stays in the screw that I struggled to put into the wall. And the little knob is a nice little accent. It's got this leather strap and it's adjustable if you want it longer or taller. I think the nightstand looks even better now that the room's complete. It looks like it ties in with the whole theme, even though the lamp takes up the majority of the surface area of the nightstand. And I love my bedding. It is so cozy, even though I got it literally a year ago. Very thankful my parents gave me this bed frame for free, saved me some coins. I absolutely love these art pieces. They're very nature and calming, and the color scheme really ties in everything in the room. I'll have everything linked down below from Amazon. I decided to keep this old lamp that my parents have had for like 2 decades. It's just very practical. I read every night before bed, and it matches with the metal, so I just decided to keep it. It's one of the only items that I didn't toss. This world scratch-off map was given to me as a gift for Christmas. You get to scratch off all the countries you visited, and I'm really excited to get to scratch off Namibia in just 2 weeks. So exciting. The frame for this was $30, but the map obviously was a gift. I also have a similar scratch-off map for the United States hanging out here in my hallway. This white chair sticks out like a sore thumb, but I use it for my YouTube videos when I'm sitting down. This bookshelf is another random collection of some items. That's a real succulent that I got. Hopefully it doesn't die too soon. If you can't tell, I love maps and globes in the world and traveling. And down there at the bottom is the best fiction books of all time. The shelf above this bookshelf, I decided to go with a fake succulent so I don't kill off everything. And I put all of my Nicholas Sparks books on this shelf. You guys gave me such a hard time on my Instagram saying not to throw them out because I was going to donate them all. I'm big into romance fiction, so those are my favorite books that I've got stacked up with another fake succulent. And more books on this shelf, as well as this cute little moon that I just got. It comes with a remote and you can change the colors, and it's so cool. And it has like 16 different colors, I think. It looks really cool at nighttime, right before bed when you just want a little night light. I had no intention during this whole remodel to get a new TV. I planned to keep my same 32-inch, but during this remodel, it started messing up. It wasn't working. And then I actually moved my downstairs living room TV upstairs. So that's what you're seeing here. It's a 43-inch. And then I bought another 43-inch for the living room. So that cost $270. Now that I've had this dresser for several months, I still absolutely love it. I thought these knobs were gonna like catch my pants and like rip my leg off, but it hasn't yet. And I love that it's open on the bottom. It's very just modern. My snake plant is still thriving after a year. It's grown like 2 feet, and my 2 hanging plants are so cute right there in the middle of the window. I got this really nice looking mirror off Facebook Marketplace for only $40, and it matches with the deep wood in the room. My beloved curtain rod, I cannot believe I got that thing up. I will never forget my first time using a power drill. These curtains turned out to look really good. I didn't think I was gonna put curtains up because I'm not a big fan. I like having the natural light. So it's more for aesthetic purposes, but it definitely did its aesthetic job. Oh my gosh, you guys, 12 months later, here we are. This is my bedroom. I am so thrilled and happy with it. So I know you guys are probably wondering what the grand total cost was for the whole room. So drum roll. $1,300, which is a lot of money. But if you divide it by each month, since it took an entire year to do, that would be a little over $100 a month. So not too bad if you think about it that way. But also, if you would have told me a year ago,
Hey, but this room makeover is going to cost you over $1,000.
would I have gone through with it? Absolutely not. There is no way I would spend that much money on a room, but I'm so glad that I did, because if I would have set a strict budget with myself, then I would have stayed under the budget, because I don't ever go over budget on anything. And I would have ended up with some cheaper furniture that wouldn't last very long, or even just maybe not have went with some of the wall accents or the little floating shelves, because I could just get one bookshelf and wouldn't need all these floating shelves. But just everything together, I'm just very happy with. It's improved my mental health tremendously. This room gets a whole lot more natural light than my downstairs does, so I've been able to see the sun more being in my own apartment. Even having plants just improves my mood. There's just so much about this room that I love so much. Also, $300 of that $1,300 total is the TV situation. This TV technically was not $300 because I stole it from downstairs, but because I stole my living room TV, I had to buy a new living room TV. So the living room TV cost $300, which is what I said this TV cost. So that's just being completely honest and transparent. I was going to consider this video room makeover under $1,000, but that would sort of be lying and misleading a little bit. So the hardest part of doing this whole project was my lack of vision. I'm an accountant, I'm a very black and white thinker. I cannot picture something unless I physically see it. Like, I don't have an imagination. And a lot of people do like vision boards, or they use Photoshop and they digitally create a room before they actually buy the pieces to physically see it. And I thought about doing that. That would have helped me a lot probably, but I didn't want to have to buy the software, go through that. I felt like that would have been a whole lot more stress than just getting some of the items. So really buying one thing at a time and kind of seeing how it looks in the room as I buy another item really helped piece it all together and make it look good as a whole. Also, you guys, this corner here, for literally 8 months of this whole project, I planned on putting a corner desk over here to utilize this chair that I've had forever, but I can't get rid of because it's good for filming. So I was gonna get a corner desk, and I actually ordered one off Wayfair, and they canceled my order, thank goodness. So I ended up not getting one, ended up with this bookshelf, which I like a whole lot more. It's also a very aesthetic, cute corner for filming videos, and I can replace the items on the shelf depending on the video that I'm filming. So I'm very happy with that. I think it's more practical to my needs instead of just buying a desk for it to look cool. I'm very happy with this room makeover, and I'm just so thrilled to share with you guys. But I'm not gonna drag this video on any longer than it already is, so thank you guys so much for watching. And it's not my usual content, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know so I can plan future content in the future. Not that I'll be doing a ton of room makeovers, but it's still hard to gauge what my audience really wants to see, so it helps me out a lot when you guys like and comment on each video. I appreciate that, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!